No problem.
You should tell them the background about.
I served in the United States Public Health Service.
Some of you have,
I'm a physician. So I took care of American Native Indians.
I must say, I think I could more
So
dramatic.
her term is
Sure. Anybody want something hot to drink? You want something hot to drink? No, thank you.
By the way, if anyone wants to leave any tzedakah.
If you come to Israel and you're older than 19, how you still have to serve in the army? So if you come here when you're 24,
reserve duty till you're in your 50s.
Engineering settlement began in the 1940s. There have been two other attempts to settle the region that proved unsuccessful. Enemy fire. During the holiday of Hanukkah, the Arabs attacked a Jewish convoy on its way from Jerusalem, resulting in the loss of 10 soldiers. The women and children from the kibbutzim were evacuated to blockaded Jerusalem. Reinforcements from the pre-state army of the Haganah were sent to Gush Etzion, enabling the settlers to repel a massive Arab attack.
Walking, move guys! Buddy! Ready position, where my lines? How do you stop? Go! Buddy! Excellent stuff, yes? In control, you just didn't get into the body position. Little steps into position, that's what I want to see, making sure we get into the body position. These rows moving up. Aim. Gentle. Beautiful. That's the bullseye. And go. Nicely done. You've got a very good eye.
Thank you.
8 for 8.
I got bullseye.
Bullseye.
Number 9. Who's number 9?
Him. Buddy. No problem, guys. You take a step back, wait, you guys are the winning team.
Boys. Pam. Josh and Zach each hit 2.
Show us what you want to do. Go. Country in the world, you need to understand their mentality, the culture of those people. When I went to the States, I didn't want to go where the tourists went. When I went to Canada, I don't want to go where the tourists went. I want to know what the locals do, what they eat, what their culture is all about. When you come to visit Israel, you need to understand that for us, counter-terrorism isn't a game. It's not a TV show. For us, counter-terrorism is a way of life. Something I'm not proud about is that all my children, 4 of them, have grown up with guns in the house. In fact, my children do not know me without a weapon. I've got twins, and when I'm walking them to the synagogue in the double stroller, I've got a double stroller in front of me and an M16 on my back. The only time my weapon is not on my body is when I have a shower. I have a safe outside of my shower. I put the weapon in the safe, I take a shower, I come out, I take it out. When I go to sleep, this weapon is under the pillow of my bed. I don't have time when a terror attack begins to go on. She told me she can't fall asleep because she's waiting for a knock on the door. There's 2 possibilities. It's either me coming home or, God forbid, it's a uniformed soldier coming to inform my wife I'm not coming home at all or I'm in the hospital. When I open that door, I see the relief in her eyes that I'm safe. It's then I creep into the room of all my children. I give them a cuddle, I place my hand on their head and I give them their bracha. I hug them and I thank Hashem for keeping me safe. I know that I'm part of a very dangerous unit. And I know that without his help, I wouldn't be privileged enough to return home. I take not a single cuddle, not a single hug for granted. Guys, when you visit this range, you understand that terrorism affects real human beings. It affects real families. It's not just a game. I want you to leave here with one thing in mind, and that's protect one another. Protect each other. Terrorism is a problem. It's your problem. So look after your communities. Be vigilant and be careful. That's my first message. My second message is I want you to take a message for us back to your communities. I'm sick and tired. When I turn on the television in the media, what they say about me, an Israeli soldier, the IDF, what they say about us is that we're animals and monsters. They say that we love killing little Palestinian children. You met us. We don't do this because we love killing. We don't do this because we're filled with hate. In fact, the exact opposite. The reason I do it is because I love this country. I love the people who live here and the people who come and visit. I want you to know something. In that what's written in your passports is nothing. It's just a piece of paper. There, here, where you standing is your home. And I want you to know, my principle is, you're not going to be safe in your own home, then where are you going to feel safe? I want you to come home to have a bat mitzvah, to have a bar mitzvah. Come home to the kotel and learn Torah. Go to a mall or a restaurant, and I want you to do all these things and feel safe doing them. I wish I could tell you why my enemy is doing it. I don't know. I wish it was through love. The enemy I've encountered are filled with so much hate I cannot even begin to describe to you. Maybe you heard of a family while they were asleep at night in a little place called Itamar, a Fogel family, on a Friday night, a Shabbat. 2 terrorists broke into the house and with knives killed the whole family. While they were killing this family, no one heard because they were using knives. They managed to escape into a village. In that village they were focusing about how they killed the family, showing the blood on their hands. One of our undercover agents was in that village, and in a sting operation we went and arrested these terrorists. I was part of the team that took them back to the house where they'd done all the killing. I wanted them to show me how I failed. Yes, it's my failure. Every single time a Jew dies, every single time a civilian, a citizen dies, it's my fault. I wanted to see how I messed up. I took them to the house. They were so pleased to show me every detail of how they butchered a family. I gave the one terrorist a knife made out of rubber. I walked into the house with him. To the first bedroom, there was still blood on the floor, on the beds, on the walls. He showed me how he went from room to room killing a family. When he was done, they had left the house, those two terrorists. It's when they were outside, they heard a baby crying. This was a 6-month-old little girl. The parents couldn't help because they were killed, but these terrorists realized they had left somebody's baby. They went back into the house, down the corridor until they found her mattress in the corner of one of the rooms. The second terrorist held the child still. I'm not going to continue, there's young kids over here. But what I don't understand is that when I turn on the television, they call me an IDF soldier, an animal. And what do they call these terrorists? Freedom fighters. Guys, I want you to take a message back to your communities. You want to know a little bit about me? I'll tell you, yes, I'm on an elite counter-terrorist unit. Not only that, I'm privileged to be an instructor on one of the best shooting ranges in counter-terrorism in the whole of Israel. But I only work here part-time. In the mornings I run a special needs program. Just want you to know what I do with my day. I believe everyone should have the opportunity to come to Eretz Israel to learn. I found guys with Down syndrome, autism weren't given the same opportunity as everyone else. So I had to set up a yeshiva for boys and girls that can come to Israel to learn. In my afternoons I'm in Kollel. I've got one exam left in 3 months. I just want you to know what kind of person I am. Number one, in this world, I'm a husband. Number two, I'm a father of 4 beautiful kids. Number three, I'm an educator. Anyone who knows me will tell you that I'm very gentle. But I'm gentle to a point. When you put my family in danger, and when I say my family, I'm talking about each and every one of you. If you put my family in danger, I'm not going to be gentle. I'm going to protect that which I care about. That does not make me a barbarian. And if you don't mind taking that message back to your communities. All of you deserve it. You're getting certificates. I'm not going to keep you longer, so I just want to explain how meaningful these certificates are to me. It says on it your name. This has been certified to you as
No, you didn't get yours?
Kessler family. There we go.